There is a battle that starts before you even open your eyes, long before your feet touch the floor, long before you check your phone. Your mind is already at war. It's that heavy feeling in your chest, that quiet whisper that says, "Today is going to be too hard." You are not ready. You are alone. We often think that peace is the default state of life, and conflict is the interruption. But Psalm 27 teaches us something different. It teaches us that peace is not a place you find, it is a position you stand in. David, the man who wrote this, wasn't writing from a palace. He wasn't sitting on a comfortable throne sipping tea. He was writing this from the dirt. He was being hunted. He was betrayed by family. He was surrounded by armies. And yet, in the middle of that chaos, he didn't ask for a way out. He declared a truth that changed everything. He said, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" Notice what he did there. He didn't deny the fear. He didn't pretend the enemy wasn't there. Faith is not blindness. Faith is not ignoring the reality of your problems. Faith is refusing to let your problems define your reality. Fear loves to talk to you early in the morning. It loves to show you the size of the mountain. It loves to remind you of your past failures. But David teaches us a strategy. You do not silence fear by closing your ears. You silence fear by speaking truth louder. When your mind says, "I am weak," Psalm 27 dares you to say, "He is the stronghold of my life." This isn't just poetry. This is defiance. It is looking at a hopeless situation and realizing that your confidence doesn't come from what you see. It comes from who is standing beside you. Because if God is your light, then no darkness is thick enough to hide you. And if He is your stronghold, no enemy is strong enough to break you. But then comes the hardest part. The part of the psalm that we all want to skip. Verse 14. Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart, and wait for the Lord. Waiting. It is the most painful word in the spiritual dictionary, because waiting feels like rejection. When you pray and heaven is silent, it feels like God has forgotten your address. It feels like everyone else is moving forward, and you are stuck in the same place. But listen closely. Waiting is not punishment. Waiting is preparation. Think of a seed. When you bury a seed in the dirt, it looks like it's dead, it's dark, it's heavy, it's silent. But the seed isn't dead, it's being developed. God does His greatest work in the dark room of your waiting. He is building spiritual muscle that you are going to need for the blessing that is coming. If God gave you the victory right now, the weight of it might crush you. So He makes you wait. Not to break you, but to build your shoulders. David waited in caves. Joseph waited in a prison. Moses waited in a desert. If you are waiting right now, you are in good company. You are not lost. You are just being planted. There is a misconception we have about peace. We think peace means the storm stops. We think peace means the bank account is full, the relationship is fixed, and the body is healed. But David says, "Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear." How? How can you not fear when an army is outside your door? Because David understood that peace is not the absence of trouble. Peace is the presence of God. You don't need the storm to stop to be okay. You just need Jesus in the boat. When you stop trying to control the waves and you start trusting the captain, everything shifts. Anxiety loses its grip when you realize that God doesn't always remove the fire. Sometimes He steps into the fire with you. David didn't ask for the removal of his enemies. He asked for one thing. He said, "One thing I ask, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord." He traded his desire for relief, for a desire for relationship, because he knew that if he is close to God, the enemy can shout all day long, but it won't matter. So, how do we fight back? When the depression feels heavy, when the anxiety is loud, what do? Psalm 27 gives us the ultimate weapon, worship. Verse 6 says, "I will sacrifice with shouts of joy, I will sing and make music to the Lord." Wait, shouts of joy? In the middle of a battle? Yes, because worship confuses the enemy. When you praise God before the answer comes, you are telling the devil that he cannot control your mood. You are telling the darkness that it does not own your song. Worship is not just for church. Worship is warfare. When you lift your voice when you don't feel like it, you are breaking chains. You are lifting your head above the waves. God says, if you lift your voice, I will lift your head. He will change your perspective. He will lift you to a place where the problems that looked like giants suddenly look like grasshoppers. So if you are feeling attacked today, if you are tired of waiting, remember this. The silence is not an absence. It is a shelter. You are being prepared. You are being strengthened. Do not let fear write your story today. Take a deep breath. Speak to your soul. Say it with me. The Lord is my light. I will not be afraid. God has not brought you this far to leave you. The wait is almost over. The strength is rising. Hold on. Your morning is coming.